Hey people, Indrid here, and here's a new Warhammer game. We have Warhammer 40,000 Regicide popping up on Steam Early Access from Hammerfall Publishing, a small Australian studio I believe. So let's set the scene then. Apparently one day someone knocked on Games Workshop's door. Mr. Games Workshop came out with a power sword or something and said, what do you want? And they said, so can we take your Space Marines and your Orks and stuff and make a chess game out of it? And apparently they did. This is what we've got. It's Regicide, and it's kind of bizarre. Here's the pretty fancy title screen. I do have a problem here, guys, in that if I select any of this stuff on the title screen while my recording software is running, the game crashes. I have no idea why. It is an early access title, and otherwise this all works completely fine if I'm not running fraps at the same time. So there is an option screen. It's got the standard stuff, audio sliders, some very basic video options. You have the standard Unity engine presets with anti-aliasing, which doesn't seem to work, so be prepared for some jaggies. And you have a list of controls. You cannot rebind the controls. You've got training, which are some very basic tutorials. You've got the campaign, which is not in early access. It will just play the teaser trailer at the moment, which is pretty cool. I suggest you go watch it on YouTube. We've got multiplayer and we've got skirmish, and I'll see you in the skirmish menu, because if I choose it here, the game will crash. So here it is, the glorious skirmish screen. I'm going to create a new game. At the top here you see we have the choice between Regicide and Classic. Classic is basically, it is chess with the pieces represented by Orks and Space Marines, and we have Regicide, which is what I'm going to play, which is chess with a little twist, and we'll see what that's all about. So you have choice between Space Marines and Orks in the early access version. I'm not sure if more factions are planned. You have Blood Angels, and I also have access to the White Scars. This is because I registered my Regicide account before a certain date, and so I have access to those guys. It's just a visual difference, and I'm going to stick with the Blood Angels because the only map in early access is a snowy map, and the Blood Angels contrast against that a lot better. As you can see here, I can choose the map thing, but I can't change them. It's Imperial Bunker 383. I can't change this thing. I can up the difficulty to expert. I want to see lots of death. And we will hit start new game, guys, and you'll see what's going on with this thing. Load times are pretty snappy, as you might expect, since it's just a chessboard with units on it. Okay, here we go. Here it is. It's Regicide. Units lined up. Very orderly. Way too orderly for Orks. So what's going on with this thing? Well, you start off in the movement phase, and the movement phase is chess. You can move these pieces as if they were chess pieces. These tactical marines are pawns. We've got terminators acting as rooks. We've got assault marines acting as knights. We've got devastators acting as bishops. A captain as the king. A librarian as the queen, and so on. For the Orks, we've got shooter boys as pawns, the war boss as a king, weird boy as a queen, looters with beamy guns as bishops. We've got storm boys as knights, and these mega knobs, which look pretty awesome, as rooks. And those are the pieces for you. Doesn't the game look pretty damn good though? They've done a good job with these models. Look at this. This is a cross-platform game, by the way, guys, so you do need to register an account with Regicide to be able to play the multiplayer, because they obviously couldn't just use Steamworks for a cross-platform game. I'm not sure if you can just skip all that and just play the single player, because I already had an account, so I just logged in. But look at these things. They've done a good damn job with these models here. Looks pretty cool. So what we're going to do is move a pawn. I'm not sure if you're aware, so by the way, I know very little about chess apart from how the units move, so you're not going to see any kind of good chess strategy here. So there's the tactical marine pawn moving forward 2 spaces, because pawns can move 2 spaces in the first turn and subsequently 1 space forward. So now we're in the initiative phase. This is where you spend initiative. I can see it down the right here. It's 3 out of 5. It's always 3 out of 5. I'm not sure how the heck you get 5, maybe with upgrades. You saw on the title screen, by the way, it said the it had the armory option. No idea what that is. I assume it's upgrading your units in some way. I'm not sure if that's just aesthetic or you can actually give them different war gear and stuff, which would be interesting. So we'll have to wait until that comes into the game. So I've got 3 out of 5 initiative to spend. I could spend that using my units abilities. If we select the tactical marine here, we've got snapshot, which is a ranged attack, enemy unit within 3 squares. All units have this. All units also have this one here, which is not showing up because I can't use it. It's assault, which is basically an attack against a unit in an adjacent square, which does more damage. We've got go to ground. I think most units have this as well. The pawns do in a way. And we've got frag grenade, which is an area of effect, and it shows you the initiative cost. You see the frag grenade will cost me 2 initiative. We've got statistics in the bottom left for the units. We've got at the top wounds. We've then got armor. We've got toughness, weapon skill, and weapon strength, I believe they call it. So it doesn't unfortunately explain how any of this interacts with each other, but I'm going to assume your accuracy, if I use snapshot here and hover over, a 55% chance to hit. I assume that is derived from my weapon skill and interacts with the Orcs' toughness, but I'm not entirely sure. And then you've got armor, which I imagine mitigates damage, and we've got wounds. Now in the librarian, which is a website you can go to learn about the game, it says weapons damage a unit's armor and strip it away, and when there's no armor left it will damage wounds, which seems reasonable, but it doesn't seem to be the case in practice. I've seen shots deal damage to both armor and wounds, so I think that's more likely the case. As you can see, the Orcs have way more wounds than all of the Space Marines. Just the pawns, the shooters, have 12 wounds compared to just 8 for Tactical Marines and even just 8 for Terminators. But the Orc units have less armor, they also have less weapon skill, so there's going to be hitting with less accuracy. Toughness seems pretty much even at 4 across the board. So yeah, the stats are a little bit wonky. If you internalize them, the Terminator has the same amount of wounds as a Tactical Marine, has the same weapon skill and the same weapon strength, even though it's a bolter firing and an assault cannon. You'd think they'd have more weapon strength, but they do have 1 point more of armor, I think. Yeah, so that's what you get. You get 1 point more of armor with a Terminator. They also have unique abilities like Crux Terminatus and stuff, so there is that. But hey, enough chat. Let's spend some initiative points. As well as your unit's abilities, you can go down here and select some player abilities. These are basically global abilities you have. I have a bunch here. I have no idea why these aren't locked, if it's a level thing that you unlock in the armory or if it's just not in early access. There's actually some here that weren't here yesterday. So we've got a sale now, a potent psychic assault on the enemy ranks, shaking their resolve. They seem to be the same between the two factions, which is unfortunate, and just called different things for the most part. So let's use a sail. Let's use that. I've dragged it onto my quick bar. I'm going to select it, and we select a blob of Orcs. Some of the weapon and attack and spell effects are very underwhelming, so we'll see how this looks. That's it. That's all it is. And now these guys are pinned and they can't do anything in the next turn, so that's good. And we're going to spend our last initiative point. There's no reason to save them up as far as I'm aware. Yesterday, in a way, they didn't carry over to the next turn, so you might as well spend them all. And I'm going to snapshot a pawn.
Weapon ready.
And did we get him? Yes. See, we took 3 wounds and 1 armor away from the pawn there. Now it's the Orc movement phase. He's moved his shooter boy up, throws a stick bomb in, and blows stuff up. Does 1 wound to my captain and my librarian, which is awesome. And there's a snapshot and a miss. And now it's my movement phase again. So we're back to chess mode. Now in chess mode, you move 1 unit per turn as in chest, and when you capture a unit as in chest, pawns, by the way, can capture units diagonally even though they move straight forward, which is unique to pawns. They capture units differently to how they move. So I can capture this orc shooter now.
Them back.
That basically means an insta-kill. This orc will instantly die and you'll get a cool animation. And the point of this video for me is to show as many of these cool animations as I can. So I'm kind of just going to wade into trouble here. And we're going to take this guy. Here it is. Pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. The sound effects are okay, but they do seem to be really like low bitrate, low quality. I'm not sure what's up with that. So you capture the unit or kill it instantly and then you move to its spot. Just as in chess. And once you've done that, you're into the initiative phase again to use abilities again. What we're going to do is throw a frag grenade.
Grenade!
Hopefully do some damage. Yes, we did a whole bunch of damage. Wow, got a critical hit on the poor Stormboy. How much weapon skill and stuff does the war boss have? He has 20 wounds. Good grief. 5 and 5. My captain has 6 weapon skill and 12 wounds and 5 armor. The war boss with what? 4 armor. Okay. And I have 1 initiative left. I'm going to grab Armor of Contempt. Increase the current wound value only in death. It's basically a heal, but there's currently a bug which is listed in that it will increase your maximum wounds, which is not intended. So let's not use it to do that because that's cheating. Because I don't think the AI knows that you can exploit that. Let's use Armor of Contempt, which gives you a shield. Basically, you can't take damage from the next attack that hits you. There it is. I'm not sure if that stops you being captured. I'm gonna assume that it doesn't. Oh, he misses the snapshot there, the war boss, the mega knob. Sorry. I have seen screenshots of the war boss looking a lot fancier than this, so I'm gonna assume that's from the armory. You can upgrade war gear, but whether it's just aesthetic or not, I'm not sure. Now we're back in the movement phase, and we're gonna move up our knight or our assault marine. Knight's move, how do I describe it? Basically, you move to the closest square that's not on the same horizontal, vertical, or diagonal path. So you can't move any of these spaces, any of those spaces, any of these spaces, and it basically translates into an L shape. You can move in an L shape, and knights can jump, so they can jump over units. There we go. So, a perfect fit for Stormboys and Assault Marines, I suppose. Now we're back in the initiative phase, having taken our turn, and we're going to take a snapshot with our Assault Marine. Are they just better at fighting than Tactical Marines? 4-4, 4-4. No, they're exactly the same. We're going to take a snapshot. Try and whittle down this Stormboy who's... Oh, we've missed him. We'll go after this. Oh, we can't attack him, I don't think. No, you can't shoot behind. So we'll go after this shooter boy. Hopefully taken down. Do some damage. Did some damage, but didn't take him down. We've got 1 initiative left. Only in death. I don't want to use that because it's cheating. And we're going to go to ground. Increases toughness until the unit moves or uses an ability. So I imagine that makes me harder to hit.
Taking cover. Nowhere for him to run.
Now it's the enemy turn. He moves a pawn forward. Only 1 square.
Oh,
wow. He used some Orky ability and now has plus 50% crit on everyone. Wow. So yeah, the skills, actually the player skills aren't the same between the 2 factions then. And now it's the movement phase. I'm going to throw my Assault Marine forward and hopefully this pawn will capture him, so you can see that animation. I can also use Assault because I'm close, and I can also use this, which is unique to the knights. It's moving attack, so it's an attack for even more damage than Assault, I imagine, or why else would it be there? Let's do that. 90% chance to hit as well. Unfortunately, he doesn't walk in and smack him with his chainsaw, he just uses his bolt pistol. You need to do the capture to have melee weapons do their thing, and I did a bunch of damage there. Can we use anything else cool? Not really. His frag grenade is still on cooldown, so we'll just snapshot this shooter boy. And missed. Wonderful. Can't really do anything else. I suppose I can send this guy to ground again.
Seeking better ground.
Okay, enemy turn. Damn it, he used his weird boy. He didn't use the pawn to take my knight. Queens, by the way, can move anywhere as long as there's nothing in the way of them. So the assault marine was taken down just by a basic attack. And now they've lost all of those crit buffs. Okay. So let's move this guy forward. This gives my librarian space to move and hopefully capture stuff with a cool animation. Because they still try and shoot down this
weapon ready.
Orc shooter boy. Oh, and if it wasn't obvious, by the way, the point of the game is to kill the king. Either capture him or just shoot him to death. I'm not sure if other victory conditions are planned. I assume they are, because the campaign can't be just 40 missions of this with a cutscene in between, surely. Can't really do anything else. I'll go to ground again.
Taking cover.
As you can see, it's pretty slow paced because you can only move one unit per turn. It's not like moving every unit, or the games would be super quick, I suppose. There's a stick bomb. Snapshot from the weird boy. Cool looking psychic attack. Ow, got a critical hit. What is a psychic? What does he have? He has 4/4 weapon skill and damage too.
We shall prevail. Nothing shall stop us now.
Queen, move forward. Why not?
This battle shall be ours.
Voice acting is pretty good too. Good production values all round. That librarian looks pretty damn cool there. Initiative phase. What can you do, Mr. Librarian? You can do this. Life leech. That's cool. I'll use that on the weird boy.
Your life force empowers.
Do we get a special animation for this? We do. Not really much sense of impact, but it looks cool otherwise. A lot of the animations are a little bit lackluster, apart from the capture moves themselves, which invariably look pretty damn awesome. I don't want to shoot that weird boy down because I want to capture him. We're trying to shoot this guy down. They also seem to change slightly depending on what unit you're taking. For example, the Terminators, they capture you by just shooting you to bits with their assault cannon. Unfortunately, they use their power fist. But when I captured the Storm Boy kind of tried to fly away first and just got shot down to pieces. There's a movement phase again.
We are pushing them.
Just going to keep moving his pawn up. Hopefully, he'll take him with his pawn, and you can see that animation. Let's do a snapshot with my librarian. He has 5 weapon skill.
I strike you down.
So basically the Space Marines are more armoured and more skilled. The Orcs are hardier and tougher. And have that nasty critical buff that you saw. Let's throw out another frag grenade.
Deployed.
Smack. Critical hit on that shooter. Enemy turn now. Weird boy moving forward. And when you have the librarian take the capture the weird boy, you get this cool kind of psychic jewel type thing, and then one of them explodes. He did not take my tactical marine again.
I hold the key to our victory.
Can I take anything with my librarian? No, I can't. So let's move here.
My knowledge and powers guide us.
Then I can use the librarian to take a pawn next turn, and you'll get to see that animation. It's pretty brutal. The game has tons of blood and guts, and as far as I'm aware, I can't see any way to turn that off. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like seeing that kind of thing, might want to wait until the final version to see if they give you an option to turn that off. Actual organs you see sometimes. Let's... Oh, I can do an assault with this guy on the shooter. Hopefully the weird boy takes my pawn next turn or something. And can I use anything from here? There's a bug currently, as you can see. As soon as the player ability comes off cooldown, it just disappears from your quick slot. Tactical awareness, I can't use that yet. Only in death, armor of contempt. Let's only in death my librarian. There we go. Enemy turn. Pawn moving forward. He's not capturing my units. This AI. Whoa, extra Urti. That's a unique ability to the weird boy. No idea what it does, but he just saw it explode that tactical marine there. Movement phase. Let's take this pawn. Rips into pieces orc organs all over the place. That looks pretty awesome. And steps forward. So how is this game? Well, if the brief was to create a chess game with Warhammer 40k elements, they've done a pretty damn good job, I think. If you like chess and you like Warhammer 40k, I imagine this game is kind of a dream for you. My only issue with it is why would you make this game? Why would you create these awesome assets and make a chess game out of it? Why is there absolutely zero ambition with kind of recent Warhammer 40k games? How many of us would absolutely love a deep XCOM-ish kind of turn-based strategy game with Warhammer 40k units? It would be amazingly awesome. I'm not sure if Hammerfall were just limited by what they were allowed to do, and so made a chess game, but it seems kind of odd that they choose to do this. I think it might be their first game and they wanted to not make something too ambitious and overextend themselves, perhaps. Oh, the weird boy's going to take my librarian. This is going to be cool. Get this cool little psychic jewel, and then my librarian is lifted and turns into bits. Awesome. I mean, look at that production value for a chess game. Maybe, because we do have the options to change maps, maybe there are like bigger maps and stuff with, I don't know, cover and all this kind of thing. I can't really see how they'd make that work though, in terms of keeping the chess dynamic in, because if the map was any bigger it would take forever for a game, since it only moved that one unit per turn. Can my Devastator take a shot here? Nope, he can use take aim, but I want to get in range first. Let's do a snapshot against something. The weird boy to try and take this guy out. Now that we've seen him capture something cool, and let's keep taking shots at him. More damage. More damage. I've not seen the capture animation for the captain or the war boss yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Or the knob. I hope he uses that massive claw and doesn't just shoot you to death like the Terminator quite disappointingly does. Maybe there are multiple capture animations. I don't think there are. I captured like 3 or 4 things with my Terminator, and he just used the
we are pushing them back.
Assault cannon each time. Just going to push forward my tactical marine here and use assault on the weird boy who's shielded. So try and get rid of that. I shouldn't have done that, obviously. Should have used snapshot to remove his shield. Armor of contempt on this guy. Just get through this. Come on, I want to see more stuff die. There we go. Oh, it's a different animation there. Really different animation for the tactical marine. Just smacked him to death. You see how they differ greatly between the units. A cool psychic duel with the librarian, and the tactical marine just gets pummeled to death by the weird boy. Critical hit with a stick bomb. Movement phase now.
There is no place
so
with this galaxy.
The king can move. I thought he could move 1 square in any direction. Apparently I can't move here.
Brothers, we have them now.
Maybe I don't understand chess. I'm gonna move there so that the weird boy can't catch him next turn. That would have been game over. Initiative phase, got to try and shoot this guy down. He's causing a lot of trouble, this weird boy. Hurt him. Damn it.
Firing on target. Gonna bust your head. Gonna
Captures my Terminator. Look at that. Awesome. That is awesome.
Oi, you!
Good boy kicking ass. I like this kind of tribal look that the Orks have in this game. Really is quite tribal. Snapshot just exploded something there? Or was that just blood just left on the ground? Oh, that's a snapshot there. Those beamy looters are awesome. King, yeah, I can move in. I'm not sure why I couldn't move to that E2 before. I'm sure there's some reason. Let's move. I guess moving my king forward is a bit risky, because if he gets captured, it's game over. So let's just move the tactical marine again, and we're going to try and shoot down this weird boy. We're going to use take aim first to increase my weapon strength. How much does it increase it by? Let's see. He's got a 5 strength weapon, up to strength 6, and now we can snapshot. Hopefully do some real damage to this weird boy. Boom. I think he should shoot more there. Come on now, it takes like 3 shots with the heavy bolter. Maybe they just did it for brevity's sake, since that would make the turns take forever. And I can assault as well. Dead? No, we're still going. Here come the bishops / looters who can move diagonally. Snapshot doesn't capture my devastator, just snapshots. Okay, fair enough. Can I finish off this weird boy now, maybe? Let's move my submarine forward. And then, initiative phase, shoot down this guy. Die. Missed. They also have this thing, pin them down, which is basically an area of effect pinning thing. Oh, it's not area of effect. So we'll pin this. Oh, it doesn't even fire or anything. Maybe that animation is just not in the game yet. And I have one left. Let's do assault again. Maybe finish this guy off. Even if I don't, he can't act next turn. Die. Damn it, missed again. War boss on the move. He's shielded as well, which is annoying. He just lost 1 toughness for some reason. Oh, I think he had gone to ground before, so he lost the gone to ground buff. More snapshots coming in. Come on, I want more death animations.
The Codex predicts our victory.
Just move this guy forward to here. Hopefully I can use him to take that pawn next turn and you can see the assault marine animation, and then he can get murdered by the mega knob afterwards. Can we take this guy out? Come on. Die. Damn it, missing. Assaults.
You will fall.
Wow.
Weapon ready.
RNG not being kind. Did some damage, but he's still going. There we go. I didn't take him. Why didn't he take him? Why didn't he capture it? What's up with this AI?
This is my death gun.
Snapshot on my assault marine. Did he just one-shot him? What the heck? Can't take that pawn now.
Termination imminent. This shall be over soon.
Termination imminent.
The enemy has a few places left to run.
I'm not sure about that line. Termination imminent. Sound like a Dalek or something. Let's shoot this guy down.
Open fire.
Yay! Finally. How many shots did that take? We can throw another frag grenade in here. Hopefully get rid of that shield on the war boss. I'm really annoyed that I can't show the assault marine kill animation now. There is a trailer out that they put out when they launched early access, which shows a bunch of the capture animations, so you can go check that out. Is that 500% crit? What? thought it was 50. Basically just guarantees a crit, maybe? That's painful. Okay, movement phase again. What are we going to do?
We shall prevail.
Not a whole lot, really. I want this tactical marine to die so that I can capture things with that Terminator. We're going to try and assault this Mega Knob. Come on, capture the pawn next turn. Capture the pawn next turn. What do I have here? A sail. That's that pin thing. I don't want to pin them. I want them to take my units down. Can I fire on something? There we go.
Firing on target.
Please do what I tell you.
Open
there we
fire.
go. Some damage. So yeah, I'm not sure how that damage works. Oh, taking my Terminator. There we go. If he does that to a tactical marine, the marine literally explodes into organs when he shoots him, which is awesome. So he's capturing my Terminator there. So both of my Terminators down. So you're not going to see that. It's one of the worst capture animations though, since he just shoots them to death, I suppose. Ouch. I'm losing here very badly. Well, that's cool. The Devastator also just shoots them to death from range. It's basically the exact same thing as the Looter one. So I'm going to put him in... No, I'm not going to put him in harm's way. Put this guy in harm's way. Hopefully one of those pawns takes him. And this Mega Knob is still not taking my Tactical Marine. So we're going to assault you again. They have 16 wounds. And can I snapshot as well? No, I can't with the same unit. Let's assault here. Don't want to use the Tactical Marine capture because you've seen that already. I want this guy to capture me. Okay, let's snapshot with the captain. As you can see, he's got 6 weapon skill and 5 weapon strength, so he's pretty damn good at just shooting stuff with his bolt pistol. Dead. Missed! Of course he freaking missed. What's this guy up to? These might all be fantastic chess moves. Missed. A snapshot on my Tactical Marine. Ouch. Apothecary's not going to save you, son. So let's take this guy out then. And then hopefully maybe... He'll probably just use the Looter to take him down though. The Stormboy could take him as well, he's not doing it.
We're proud to serve the chapter.
Probably some amazing tactical reason for that. We're gonna go here. So I can maybe shoot down that Stormboy next turn. Oh no, the Looter's just gonna take me out now. Damn it. Unless I can take him out. Let's pin the Looter so it can't. Aha. And then take a shot. He does have 5 weapon strength for this heavy bolter. Not sure why Terminators only have 4 weapon strength with an assault cannon. That just seems completely weird. And how we finish him off, in fact. We maybe didn't even need to use the pin. We do take him down. But as I said, the aim of it is to take down the king. A heal there on that Mega Knob. Snapshots. I can shoot down this guy at least. There we go. Shot into bits. Boom! Brains and organs. I swear, there's 2 brains there. What's going on? There's 2 brains. Orks are smart apparently. Initiative phase. Can I take a shot with this guy? What is this? Thunderfire Bombard. Oh yeah. Look how awesome that sounds. Aerial bombardment, and look how lackluster the visual for it is. Here we go. Maybe they'll make this better.
Fire on these coordinates.
There. Just some fire.
The boss knows what
I wanted craters and shuddering impacts. It's Stormboy jumping forward.
I ain't hiding.
He's going to ground with a bunch of stuff. There's a snapshot. Now it's my movement phase. He doesn't want to take this tactical marine for some reason. I don't want to capture him. Maybe he thinks he's putting stuff in danger. I can take out this guy, I suppose.
Destroy their retreat is inevitable.
Shot to bits. How many brains do you have, Orc? You have 2 again. Okay. Let's take... Oh, this assault. This looter. Looters are annoying. Missed! Of course I freaking missed. Who else can actually do... Oh, frag grenade. I'm going to hit the Devastator, but who cares? And that UI is really weird. The amount of times it flashes up the chance to hit there. Got a critical on that Stormboy. Almost finished him off. Here comes the War Boss. Loses his gone to ground buff there. Snapshot against my tactical marine.
Time for some unfriendly fire.
Snapshot now. It takes down my Devastator. Was that a critical hit? How did he do that? Smack. Missed. So they've got some really good weapon strength, haven't they, Orks? 5. Looters 6 weapon strength. I've only got 5 on my Devastators.
We shall prevail.
Okay. Let's move.
We are pushing them back. We shall prevail.
Let's move forward again.
To victory.
Maybe this Mega Knob will actually kill me. Come on. Assault. Try to take out the Stormboy. We can. Look, the tactical marine just killed your Stormboy. Don't you want to kill him? AI? Yeah? I can't actually do anything else. I can assail, I can armor of contempt, I can maybe heal my captain. There we go. And go to ground with the captain maybe. I want that tactical marine to die a glorious death. No, moves the Stormboy. Okay then. Why doesn't he just capture the tactical marine with the Mega Knob? Shoot him to death. Could also take this tactical marine, and then that one, and then the king. But he doesn't do it. Okay, movement phase. Let's move the king up, and I want to see this guy capture something. I want to see that animation. I've never seen it. It's just so risky to move your king forward and aggressively take things with it. So, can we actually shoot at anything? At all? No. Go to ground.
Taking cover.
Go to ground. Go to ground, I said.
Moving to cover.
There you go.
Seeking better ground. Mega Knobs are the strongest.
This guy's moving now. Where's he moving to? There. He's going to ground since nobody can reach anyone. Iron Gob. He got a massive crit chance. I'm going to move here, and I might be able to take out that Mega Knob next turn, unless he moves him. Or instantly shoots my captain to death, which could happen. In fact, I'm going to assail this guy, so he can't do anything next turn. Yay, and I can guarantee to see the capture move there. Don't even want to attack him. Can't do anything else. No. Let's just end the turn. Come on, Mega Knob over there. No, doesn't want to use it. Doesn't want to capture with that guy.
He's looking at me funny. Bombs away.
He just lost his take aim buff. There's a stick bomb. Missed. Movement phase.
Brothers, we have them now.
I can't take him.
Finest hour, battle brothers.
Oh, I can't move backwards, I think. Apparently I can't move there.
There is no place
or there.
Brothers, we have
I
them
can't.
now.
move to be in the same row as an enemy? Maybe? I'm not sure what's going on. I don't understand chess.
There is no place for you in this. Brothers, we have them now. There is no
Has he been debuffed or something? What is that red thing?
This may be our
Maybe you
finest
can't
hour, battle,
capture a model that's pinned. Maybe that's it?
brothers, we
No
have
idea.
them now.
Damn it, I was looking forward to that. I'm sure I'm just getting the rules of chess completely wrong, and that's why he can't be taken. In fact, it's not letting me move anything here. It's obviously a bug. And I can't end my turn. Am I in the initiative phase? No, I'm not.
This may be our there is no place for you in this.
I can't move my Devastator.
Brothers,
I can.
we have
Oh!
them now.
Oh, I know what it is. It's because he's checked. The looter can capture him, as you can see. That's what that red is. I need to move out of the way of that.
Back, brothers.
Okay, fair enough. That's why it wouldn't let me move anything else, because it's saying get your king out of the way or you lose the game. Moron. Okay, I don't think it said moron. Let's frag grenade this looter.
Throwing grenade.
Damn it, so I couldn't see the captain do the sync kill. I don't care if I lost the game afterwards. I want to see that thing. Can I do anything else? Nobody's in range to do any... Oh, he can shoot the looter. I want to take this looter out. Die? Did you die?
You better bring more
You didn't.
if you want to fight us.
Here comes the war boss, the Mega Knob to capture. No?
This one.
Why did he not capture? Snapshot on my captain.
Stay there for a second. I hit you,
And he pinned him. Damn it. Okay.
We're proud to serve the chapter.
Let's just send my Devastator up like a lunatic. To there. Hopefully the Mega Knob will take him down, maybe. Jog over, come on. I really do like the visuals. Done a good job with the models. Really have. And they decided to bung them on a chessboard. I suppose they could have been really lazy and just made them static pieces. So there's that. Let's assault this guy. Fortunately I can't attack my captain now. And I couldn't move him either. So it still eludes us. Let's take aim and then try and shoot the weird boy.
Weapon ready.
Hopefully that storm boy will try and capture him.
Looks like we got him on the
Boom.
run.
Enemy turn. What's going on here?
Orks celebrate winning.
Oh. Wow, he shoots a rocket at you, but unfortunately doesn't use his melee weapon. So that is the capture animation for the Mega Knob. Disappointing, I think. Disappointing for the Mega Knob and the Terminators not to use their melee weapons. There's an assault, which takes down the Tactical Marine. I'm going to move here. And then I'm going to... I can't assail him. Damn it. Because this next turn the loot is just going to move there and put me in check again, and I won't be able to... Or maybe I will be able to capture him, because that'll take me out of check. Oh, maybe. We'll see. I'm excited. Nope. You are going to use... You can use this thunder fire thing again.
Begin the artillery strike.
Die. Missed all of them. Really? Stormboy jumping. So it looks like I am going to be able to take out...
Who wants to fight me?
Unless I die before that. He used take aim. He used assault. There's a snapshot. That took 4 wounds. He took out my captain before I could use his capture animation. Damn it. So there you have it, guys. There is Regicide in early access. They say it's set to be in development for 2 to 4 months. So it's not going to be one of those things that's in early access for a year. If you like what you see, it's on Steam now for 10% off. It's just under £10. I think $15 US. and whatever your regional equivalent is. I'm going to leave you now because I'm scared it's going to crash when I click continue with my recording software going. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little first impressions, and tell me what you think of this game. Are they mad to make a chess game with these nice fancy assets? I think it's kind of a wasted opportunity, but there you have it. See you next time.